On the 21st of October 2009, I went inside the Key 103 bus to produce a piece of sound for I was introduced to the Key 103 production staff, who explained their job titles and what their roles entailed. They said that they primarily worked in producing podcasts rather than actually live broadcasting. My first task was to generate ideas for nightlife venues and places in Manchester using brainstorming techniques, bouncing ideas off one another. Hello, and I'm Mandy from Key 103, and I'm here to promote one of Manchester's great live music venues. Simultaneously, I noted these ideas down, not worried about the neatness or order they were in, as they were just initial ideas. All stages, including idea generating, script writing, reading and recording, were photographed in order for me to show physical evidence and material for our podcast production. Manchester's iconic live music venue has recently reopened. The Key 103 man said that in radio production, this stage can get very random and interesting because at this stage no limits or rules are taken into account. Once we had come up with enough ideas, we broke them down into the different types or genres of venues. We then discussed and delved further into the particular venue that we wanted to use to create our short advert. We got more information about these venues through the internet connection on the laptop provided by the Key 103 bus. Unbelievable value was on offer. A year-long ticket at £30 and free entrance after 9:30. The Key 103 team recommended that we use their tried and tested technique known as PIECE, which stands for Introduction, Content and Exit. They also gave us tips on delivery and vocal types depending on what you were advertising. I chose to advertise Band on the Wall, which is based in the Northern Quarter. They said not to read word for word as it sounds very scripted and unprofessional. They recommended using bullet points and using them to spur you on. Single night of the week. What more can you ask for? As I'm not an accomplished advertising speaker, I decided to read my script word for word. Based in Manchester's lively and rejuvenated Northern Quarter, I found the experience quite useful as it gave me an insight into how production and ideas are thought up in the world of radio broadcasting. When my turn came round for me to record my script piece, I was quite nervous, but overcame these feelings by pretending I was in the pub doing karaoke. It must have worked as I got the confidence from somewhere and completed my script with relatively few mistakes or pauses. The main strengths of the Key 103 bus visit were that it gave me experience in generating ideas and following it through with a meaningful script to speak from. It also taught me that humour and cheese generally works in radio advertising, as it makes the listeners more interested in what is being said. Band on the Wall is on 24 Swan Street. Get more info on www.bandonthewall.org. Keep on rocking! Overall, the visit of the bus was a success, but there were things that could have been improved. Firstly, there were not enough laptops for us to research the venues ourselves. I had taken with me some of my personal research, but this was not taken into account for some reason. After the recording, the man from the Key 103 bus did all the editing and mixing himself. Ideally, he would have shown us exactly what tools and applications he was using and how he was using it. This was probably due to time limits as we were allotted a certain amount of time. Maybe for future bus visits, the time allocation could be longer and the accessibility of laptops increased. Although the bus was adequate, I would have preferred to actually go inside the Key 103 recording studios to get a feel for the recording experience. Maybe this could be considered next time for future sound editing projects.